Hey, how's it going? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to start any videos like this, and this certainly isn't a usual style of video of mine. This is just gonna be me just kind of rambling, ranting, whatever you want to call it. I don't entirely know, but I just want to talk about this, and as the title implies, it's about mental health in general. Because, as it's ending the end of the year, I like to kind of give a retrospective view of said year and just talk about everything. But seeing as how 2024 has played out, not only for me, but I'm sure a lot of other people, the topic of mental health is definitely something that hits close home to me, or close to home, in either one of those. I don't know. By the way, I'm gonna try to keep this as raw as I can. I don't have a script or anything for this video. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head, just kind of rambling. I'm gonna be including both my experience as well as just kind of general feelings about, various topics myself. Obviously, not gonna get very specific about some things for, obvious privacy reasons, but for the most part, just kind of keep it to just vague mentionings, but still kind of talk a bit in depth about some things. And there will be some names that I mention, but those will obviously be good names. But yeah, either way, it is just going to be me pretty much rambling. So if you want to put this on in the background or something while the Southern VTuber just rambles in your eardrums, feel free. But but yeah. So, I guess a good starting point is basically how this year has gone for me. I have been very open about the fact that 2023 was what I considered my hell year, to put it in simple terms, and maybe not the nicest of terms, but that's pretty much how it felt for me. 2024, I'm not gonna lie, hasn't been very much different. In terms of like friend groups and stuff, not as much of that has happened as the previous year. I don't think, or I might just have it skewed. That's a word for it. Anyway, but the point is, it's been a year. Because while 2023 had primarily online things happening to me, this year had online things, but also real life things happening to me, particularly recently, as well as, in the second half of 2024. And again, not going to get into very specifics, but I'll get into just vague things. Because, 2023, I fell out with multiple friend groups for various reasons, some being my autism, some being other things. And this year, pretty much the same thing happened. I fell out with a couple more friend groups. One that kind of, pushed some things. I'm, again, not going to get too deep into that, but just some things that caused other friends to rift apart from me, and only recently really come back to actually speak with me, which is nice, I will say. But things happen. That's in the past now, and it's all said and done. So I'm not too worried about that. It happened with that friend group, and then something happened in my like daily life, or would it be daily life or IRL? I have a habit of saying IRL because I'm so used to that term, but I know not everyone uses the term IRL that isn't online. But I know that whoever's watching this probably understands the term IRL, so I'll just use that. So IRL stuff happened. That honestly affected me very, very much, and well, sent me on like a personal and also spiritual kind of in looking thing, I guess. I don't know, but well, I mean, I do know it's a complicated thing. and it's very, very complicated. And I just, all these things happened, but regardless, that resulted in me finding like a whole new church and everything. Which, for those of you who don't know, I mean, how would you not know if you watch me consistently that I am a Christian? Specifically, I identify as a non-denominational Christian. I just go to a denominational church, but I won't get too far into that. Just because my whole policy is not to shove anything down anyone's throat. So I'm just just simply putting it out there. Hey, I believe in this. But yeah, although it's kind of obvious if you see the endings of my videos that I always put a verse at the end. But anyway, that affected that, as well as a whole another friend group that kind of sparked from one person, but then kind of spread to the other people, and not really anyone except for one person understood my side of things, which kind of affected some things, and I kind of separated myself from that group. And then that one person still kind of being a lot around them recently, and I'm not able to really talk to them much, even though they have their own stuff. But I'm tangenting way too much. The point of this is a bit has happened, and it's affected me a lot. And I'm sure that a lot of other people have experienced things too, and I know you guys watching this video have probably experienced your own experiences, hardships, all that stuff this year. I mean, good grief, like with I'm trying to think of what to say without getting like religious or political or anything, so I'm trying to keep it as plain and simple as I can. But like, with the internet, with like, what time of the year it is, the world just isn't quite the world just isn't nice, man. It's just not very nice, and it is not easy to live these days. Like even if you have most things figured out, it's just not that easy to just exist these days. It's kind of crazy. But no, I just want to bring light to this, because I know I have my struggles, I know other people have their struggles, and I just kind of want to, I know I'm just some random VTuber dude, just some random lion dude on the internet that probably like 5 people maybe will see this video, but on the off chance that more people see this, I just want to bring light to it, because it's not just about me, but it's about like just mental health in general, because I myself am a really big advocate for mental health, and I will always stand by taking care of yourself in whatever way you can. And it can be hard sometimes. I mean, because the reason that I am making this video is because, especially in the past week or two, it's been coming to the forefront of my mind because of something that's transpiring in my life right now that I won't get into again for privacy reasons. But just so you know, it's not anything like dangerous or anything, so please don't worry or anything about me. It's just fairly important. That's all I'll say. But it got me thinking, and I just wanted to make this. I know I'm rambling a lot. I know. But hopefully someone gets something out of this. I just had to like thought vomit a bit, but I just want to get some things like out, or just kind of ramble a little bit. And I know I'm even going to say that a lot. But the past week I've been honestly pretty by myself in terms of everything, and the past few weeks I have as well. I personally am a guy that unfortunately is the one to reach out to people most of the time. Not often do people really reach out to me, and it's pretty tiring when that happens. And I don't fault anyone. I don't like say, oh, you're a bad friend for not reaching out to me, because I mean, honestly, it's kind of my fault, because I often cave in and I just reach out anyway, even though I know that it's just hurting me more. and honestly, that's been a really big issue of mine because I just want to I want to be with my friends, you know. And I want to hang out with people. I want to play games with people, but no one ever really no one ever really reaches out to me in like DMs. Like there are like one or two people every now and then that do, but in terms of what I see from other people, I don't get nearly as much of that from like my group of friends. And I want anyone to know that is watching this that is in like that I do consider like my friend, or if I even take you a step higher and I consider you one of my best friends, please do not feel guilty or anything. I'm not saying this to like guilt trip anyone or anything like that. This is just my feelings about things. I don't want it to sound like that I'm complaining. I'm just simply using this as kind of an outlet for that without being like harsh on anyone, because I don't want to rag on anyone. I don't want to like make anyone feel bad for, you know, not talking to me. It's just, you know, these are things that I'm feeling, like human emotions, stuff like that. But yeah, I do wish that people would, you know, reach out to me more, just kind of play games with me, because it's kind of funny because I go into some friends streams and they always say like, oh yeah, we should play some stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you just reach out to me, and like they never really do, and I'm just like, well, here we go again. And then I kind of find myself solo streaming a lot of the times because, you know, I do like to reach out and set up collabs and stuff, and I know I'm probably gonna have to cave and do that more often, but it's just I'm just in a zone where I'm getting tired of doing that because I don't want to have to be the one to do that a lot. And I'm also really sorry because I also have gotten to the time point where I start fidgeting with the thing. So if you hear like little pops, it's a little fidget thing. So if you hear that, just don't mind it. I just realized I was unconsciously doing that, so I'm gonna put that back on my keyboard real quick. But anyway, I digress a lot. The fact of the matter is, mental health is a pain in the butt, all right? We all can acknowledge that. I can acknowledge that. You can acknowledge that. Everyone can acknowledge that. It's a journey. It is tiring. It is exhausting for everyone. And again, I know this is just a huge rambling session, but I want to kind of open up a little bit. I know this isn't therapy. I'm not treating this like therapy. I just want to get some raw feelings out. And I feel like not only me, but other people need more like attention with this, because I feel like a lot of people most likely have the same problem that I do with, you know, wanting to talk to people but not wanting to be the one that has to initiate the conversation, in other words. So I guess if anything, this is kind of a like a call to action to anyone out there with those friends that you don't really reach out to and they reach out to you a lot. Maybe you need to reach out to them for once and kind of be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Or just say hi. Just kind of ask how they're doing, all that stuff. They might not give you a lot, but I guarantee that they will appreciate it a lot, because, you know, I, for one, very much appreciate it when people reach out to me and are like, hey, just checking in, hope you're doing well, let's talk for a little bit, or even hanging out often, because I, honestly, these days, I don't really hang out often with friends because I have to reach out to them, and I've gotten so tired of doing that I haven't done it as much, which I guess is another way of saying that this is kind of a calling them out without calling them out and being like, hey, talk to me, please, I'm begging you. Not really like that, but in more of a silly way. And again, using humor to cope with the crippling depression. Not, well, I was going to say not really, but honestly, depression has been hitting. But I'm rambling on a lot, very much. You know, mental health. Please check in on your friends. Please check in on your friends, especially the ones that you don't talk to often, that you feel might not be talked to very often. I know this video is way longer than I meant for it to be, but I hope that you got something out of it. Please excuse my excessive rambling about things. I just had to get something out. This was very unscripted, very raw. I'm probably not going to edit this. I'm just going to leave it as is. At the time of recording, it is the evening of the 23rd, so Christmas is in less than 2 days. So I hope y'all are having a wonderful holiday, and I hope you have a really good Christmas. Just stay safe, all that good stuff. Hope you get what you want, or at least one good present. Hope someone wishes you a Merry Christmas, and if no one wishes you a Merry Christmas, I'll wish you a Merry Christmas. So Merry Christmas. Or Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate, I don't know. But whoever celebrates Christmas. But I'm drawing this out way too long, so I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah, mental health. It's a thing. It's a thing. Please take care of yourselves. Please do. But that being said, I will see you guys next week for whatever video. I was planning on doing more Squirrel to Grandmaster this week and also next week, but I probably won't, so I'll probably figure something out. And I wanted to make a video, so I decided, you know what? Rambling video. So that's what this is. But either way, I've said it 1,000 times that I'm going to be ending in this, so I'm actually going to end this. So I will hopefully see you, lovely ladies and gents, in the next video. Where hopefully it won't be as super deep as this. I really hope this wasn't too deep, but either way, yeah. God bless. Stay awesome.